Hello everybody, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the High and Beyond Talk Show, featuring yours truly, the Punisher, reviewing Raw. So, to talk about everything that went down on Monday Night Raw, we saw Kevin Owens and Jericho both come out, and then Roman Reigns came out, and then it became a three-way confrontation. However, Kevin Owens came out and said that he doesn't need Jericho for the match, and then shortly after he said that, Jericho and Owens started showing some tension between them two, which led to what looked like to be a serious thing going on between them two, and then it led to Roman Reigns getting a shot at Kevin Owens later on the night, where if he beats Kevin Owens that night, he would get a shot at the Universal Championship at the pay-per-view Roadblock. So, interesting turn of events there, and then as the night was going on, we saw Braun Strowman came out, and Sami Zayn was trying to take Strowman down, but then Foley came out and stopped the action, but then that led to Sami Zayn getting up in Foley's face and calling him out on being a hypocrite, but saying it with a lot of anger, which I'm kind of suspicious where this leads to Sami Zayn on the main roster, but let's hope to God that he at least gets a good run from this whole thing, despite it being a big guy like Braun Strowman. So, another thing we saw on Monday Night Raw was when the New Day was defending the titles once again against the Club. Now, here's the thing about this. Now, in this case, they did retain the tag titles, but the numbers game wasn't really a factor in this match. I mean, we saw Xavier Woods hold the tights on Carl Anderson, but then Gallows was trying to make the save, but it was just a little bit too late before the 3 count. So now that they saved the tag team titles, I don't know who they're going to be fighting the next week or if they're going to be fighting anybody at all, but let's just hope that all this build-up for them to retain the titles or to break the record will mean something meaningful in the end. So that was that, and last but not least, we saw Sasha Banks and Charlotte competing early on in the evening, only for it to result in a double countout, but Foley said no, it's not going down this way. Later on, you two will be fighting in no countouts, no disqualifications, and false count anywhere. So this match turned out to be very, very interesting. A lot of really great spots in there with Charlotte hitting the natural selection on Sasha from the steel steps, hitting the moonsault from the announce table, and then Sasha Banks getting the W with using the Banks statement on Charlotte on the guardrail within the crowd. And with that being said, yours truly, the new WWE Women's Champion, the legit boss, Sasha Banks. And boy, am I so glad you have the title back, but let's just hope that you actually have it for a reasonable amount of time, not like a 3-week thing and then you drop it back to Charlotte. I really hope this is the end of the feud because, like many fans, even Beast said last week, the whole back and forth thing has really gone old. So with her winning the title, let's just hope this is a for real thing, at least up until Mania. So I want to see Sasha with the legit title reign for going into Mania, so I'm really hoping they'll stick with it this way, unlike Vince where he'll throw in his powerful little tactic in the booking where he'll put the belt back on Charlotte, but let's just hope that's not the case this time. So, alrighty, so now that I am done talking about Raw, and once again I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw so far, so let's hear from the Beast for Smackdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
The bad guy, the champion. You know, when you're the champion, a lot of things come with responsibilities. The responsibility, making sure SmackDown has a great show, and it's sad enough I couldn't control that. Let's get on with our review, shall we? Let me put this good old belt down. Well, don't mind me, I was just making sure the belt was all set, you know what I'm saying? So let's kick off the night with SmackDown. I think the night started off simply with our 2 women wrestlers starting off for the Women's Championship match signed off. We have the champion, Straight Fire, Becky Lynch, taking on who I believe is literally Harley Quinn of the WWE, Alexa Bliss. Pretty much, the conversation was what you always thought. Becky says some jokes at Bliss, Bliss says some jokes at Becky. They get heated between each other. They break out into a brawl. And guess what? Becky went through a table. I don't know why Becky got to go through a table, but it seems like it's right, because whenever you go through a little table signing, in the words of Dean Ambrose, stop talking and just start fighting.
You know what?
It was good. I feel like it's a great warm-up, a great little filler, and I hope that continues on to a great match at TLC, which is this Sunday. I hope you guys are going to watch it. I am. Then, we kicked it off with a tag team match. Ziggler and Kalisto taking on Baron Corbin and The Miz. Now then, these are two rivalries mixed into one. Baron Corbin and Kalisto, I don't like it. It makes no sense to me. I understand you're trying to go with the usual, you know, small guy is the giant killer taking on the big giant Baron Corbin, but let's face it. I think Baron Corbin hasn't been booked well at all since he won the Battle Royal, and I hope that SmackDown makes it better. But the match was competitive. It made sure both rivalries look good, as well as the Intercontinental match this Sunday with Miz and Ziggler. I hope it to be a classic because their last couple of matches, and I know Punisher could agree with me, their last couple of matches actually been really like good, like almost instant classics. So I'm hoping this next one's actually pretty good. The match ended off with DQ. Baron Corbin, of course, came in and attacked some people. Yada yada yada. And of course, we want to keep it going. We got Dean Ambrose and Ellsworth and AJ Styles. Pretty much everybody was celebrating. Ellsworth just got his contract from AJ. It was great. It was awesome. A good moment where, you know, you got two hands, you can do anything, even if you got no chin. But luckily enough, what we learned, maybe you might need a chin when you're pissing off AJ Styles. AJ came out in the middle, talked his little rant, and then afterwards he attacked both Dean and mainly Ellsworth. Ellsworth got demolished. Like, I think he's in the hospital. Like, you think he's gonna make it Sunday? I don't think he's gonna make it Sunday. I hope he don't make it Sunday. What am I talking about? Ellsworth's gonna be there Sunday in the neck brace and everything. Next up, we had the Nikki and Carmella confrontation. Now, this rivalry has been weird to me because, like, I understand Carmella's fresh. You need to give her something fresh to really start her off. But to me, I felt like she's actually doing good. I can't talk no mess about it. It works perfectly. She's scrappy, a loudmouth, annoying, and that's what you need in a rivalry for a heel. But taking on Nikki Bella, it's obvious as hell. Nikki Bella is the female John Cena now. All we gotta see now is her get about like 5 more reigns with the women's title, about 6 more reigns out of nowhere that doesn't even involve the women's title, but it does. I'm telling you, she's gonna be the next John Cena. But it was nice. They got into a fight. Good old scrapple. I hope at TLC when these two collide, they're going to be a great match. And I said scuffle, not scuffle. Next up, and I'm hope to finish this off, and I'm gonna get my belt for this. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I just grabbed the belt. So the last 2 meetings of the night, we had a little jobber match. You know, Luke Harper taking on Kane. Here's what I need to understand, and this is the reason why I got the belt. You see this belt here? You see this? Give Kane the belt. I know what you're thinking. Why Kane? Well then, time for a little beast talk. I'm going to make this real fast. Kane has been in the business for way too long. I feel like he's one of the only long-time wrestlers who's actually been in the business and actually made it worth it. Yes, he has not had that much of a good title run ever. But I think it's only because he's never been booked right. Because it's not hard to book the Big Red Demon. I mean, let's face it, he's the hitman of SmackDown. Every time SmackDown needs a filler match, needs somebody to come fill in for something, Kane is there. And him against Luke Harper, that was actually a great match. 2 big men was definitely going at it. I was hoping for Harper to somehow come out with the win, but it had to be my boy Kane. So out of that, I say is this. The Wyatt family look like they might have some trouble soon, but give Kane a shot at this. I don't care if he doesn't even win it. Just make it convincing, you know? Maybe believe Kane could be this one more time. And speaking of this, let's end off the night. The night ended off with American Alpha taking on the new Wyatt family for a shot at the tag team championships. And we're not talking about New Day, so I'm not strutting this time. Pretty much, the match was very competitive. American Alpha been looking like the world's greatest tag team of today, which is why they need to hurry up and somehow get Shelton to feel better and come back, because, you know, a great gimmick come from that. That's going to be a different story. But pretty much, the match was very telling, very deep. Pretty much Orton and Wyatt looks unstoppable. And can we see Orton and Bray Wyatt become tag team champions at TLC? I got one for free. In the words of my general manager, yes, yes, yes. Make it happen. Make it happen. Because Wyatt family being tag team champions will bring more exposure and maybe possibly show off Raw how real tag team champs are done. Y'all might not know who I'm looking at, but that's Punisher, you know. Don't worry about him. But yeah, that's going to end off my night. I hope I didn't sound like I raped it too much while on my part, but it's just TLC's coming up. I need TLC to be great. I can't say all the matches off the top of my head, but I'm going to try my best. Of course, we got Carmella against Nikki Bella. I'm calling Nikki Bella on that. For the WWE World Title and TLC match with AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose, as much as I would love to see Lunatic Fringe get a second reign, I want AJ to hold the belt. AJ's been making a statement since he came from the indies into the majors that, hey, I'm the greatest. I could do this. All you need now is Bullet Club to come together and we're all set again. Becky Lynch taking on Alexa Bliss for the women's championship. Damn, he don't have the women's belt. He only has this. He has this thing. It's supposed to be blue, but it's okay. So that's where Punisher is going to kill me one day. But I say this, I want straight fire Becky Lynch to retain against Alexa Bliss. I feel like it'll make more sense, and really, she's one of the 4 horsewomen. She hasn't gotten that much respect out of all the women, from Bayley to Sasha Banks to Charlotte. Those 3 have already made themselves a little name while being on Raw. Becky, the only thing she has to her name right now is just being the first ever women's champion for Smackdown. And I want her to keep it like that for a little bit longer. You know, give her a little bit more prestige. You know what I'm saying? All right, I know I'm missing some more, so let me try to get out as best I can. Intercontinental title match, Miz, Ziggler. They're supposed to end. There's supposed to be an end of the rivalry. Who do I want to take? Ziggler. Miz is a great heel. He's a great heel, but I'm tired of Maurice. I'm tired of the antics. I want Ziggler to be champion again and hopefully maybe convince Miz. How about this? Put the Miz back in the world title seat. I actually feel like he's ready. It's been a minute. It's been way too many years. So I think Miz is ready for a world title shot again. So I say let him lose, warm him up, and see if you want to talk with AJ about this. Alright, and that was my predictions for TLC. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And remember, when you need to come to the champion show, the place where the champ runs the camp, Smackdown got you covered. Take it easy.
My turn. Get out.
Fine.
Fine. Thank you.
Take this, jerk.
And pardon me for that little skit there. So the other thing I wanted to mention about the Owens versus Reigns match that happened later on in the evening. So that was a very good exchange match back and forth. However, Roman Reigns did get the win on Kevin Owens since Jericho had walked out earlier on in the evening. So my only question is, I don't believe Roman will get the belt so soon, but one possible scenario that could happen is the fact that that Jericho comes back on to the match and then screws Roman Reigns of the championship, just much how he did for Seth Rollins. So, but we'll see how this match plays out and see how the whole rivalry plays out too. So I'm suspecting that Jericho and Owens will fight at WrestleMania or even at the Royal Rumble, but I like to keep seeing it going, but we'll see how this plays out. So,
Hey, before you leave.
What do you think you're doing?
Look. I know the show's over. I know we've done our parts, but you gotta make your predictions. I know it's not Raw. I know it's not what you say is the A show, but come on, make some predictions, please. Alright.
Scoot, and then I'll give my predictions. Okay, here's my predictions for TLC, just to run this by quick. For Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, my pick goes to Alexa Bliss on this one, just because I see them building her as a strong heel for SmackDown, so if she wins the title, I can see them doing more crazy stuff with her, which I am very interested in seeing. Miz and Ziggler, it's a toss-up with this one, but if I had to go with anybody, I could say keep on the Miz for a little bit longer, maybe until Mania for them to do a big match for him, so just my guess. Wyatt family and the Rhino and Slater. I don't know, I really don't want to see Wyatt family win this one, but I have a feeling the numbers game are going to catch up to Rhino and Slater, and unfortunately the Wyatt family will get the W. So, and I think that if the Wyatt family gets the W, this gives American Alpha a chance to go after them. Now on to probably the last match, AJ versus Dean Ambrose. This match could go both ways. I like to see AJ hold the belt a little bit longer, but I could see Ellsworth getting his nose into the match and either screwing up AJ or screwing up Dean Ambrose. If anything, probably screwing up Dean Ambrose the most just for heat to start between them two, but I think AJ will get the belt in this one. I'd like to see him with the belt a little bit longer, so they should keep his program going.
Belt.
Yes, AJ, hold on to this. You need this. That's it.
Bye!